Oh, wait. Come on. Please. Oh my goodness. That was way too close. Yeah, I think we definitely need some more protection. And I think the best way to get more protection is getting some totems. But yeah, welcome back everyone to the survival series. Hope you all are doing well. Today we are going to be building a farm that will give us unlimited totems so we will never die. If you don't remember last episode, we built this really awesome iron farm that also works as a trading hall. And as you can tell by my 43 levels, I've been trading just a little bit. Trading gives you like so much experience. It's awesome, and it also gives you a lot of emeralds. I've been AFK at this iron farm for probably like 24 hours in total, and as you can tell, we got just a tiny bit of iron. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be running out of iron anytime soon. As well as some people suggested in the comments of last episode that I use the poppies that the iron farm gets for bone meal. So I set up this little contraption here where you put poppies in this chest, and then it goes through the composter, and then it will compost, and then it will go back into this chest. And we already have like 3.5 stacks of bone meal just from getting poppies, which is awesome. But yeah, some of my armor and tools are kind of getting lower on durability, so let's craft up some iron ingots. And if we just trade with like 5 of these villagers with all of this iron, all of our armor and tools are repaired because of mending. This is broken. I've also almost fully maxed out all of these farmer villagers, but as you can tell, this farmer and this farmer both sell golden carrots for emeralds. And so I think we can say goodbye to this cooked beef. We don't need you anymore. We can start just fully eating golden carrots, and we have 2 villagers that sell it to us, so we can have like unlimited golden carrots now. And we can actually use some of these golden carrots to add on to the wall of items. So the mine fat man wanted to be a golden carrot. Jackson wanted to be a redstone block. Jax wanted to be a diamond sword. The Skyblock Pro wanted to be a pumpkin. And Italy Ball Brother wanted to be an emerald. Again, if you haven't been put on the wall of items yet and you want to, just comment down below what item you want to be on the wall, and I'm picking a couple each episode to put on the wall. We're also probably gonna have to expand this soon. We're running out of space fast. And now I think it is time to build ourselves a totem farm. In the first episode, we found ourselves an outpost over there, and I think that's where we're gonna be building the farm. And I have most of the supplies for this build, but there are 2 items that I do not have, and it's gonna take me probably a little bit of time to get them. And the item that I need are 2 tridents. Fortunately for us, we have a little lake near our base here, and there should be some drowns that spawn down here. Just like this guy, and then we just gotta swim around and wait for trident guys like this. Can we get a trident first try? Oh my goodness, wait, we actually got a trident first try. Oh my goodness, I thought that would take a lot longer. Now we just need 1 more. Alright, so we're at the open ocean now. I moved away from the lake because drowns weren't spawning enough, so hopefully we'll be able to find some more here. Oh my goodness, we got the 2 tridents we need now. Is that an ocean monument? I think it is. Oh, we're not far from our base either. The second outpost we found is just over there. Oh my goodness. Oh yes, it's an ocean monument. That's so cool. And yeah, I went too close. We have mining fatigue now. Oops. I'm so glad it's so close to our house as well. That's gonna be nice. We're probably also gonna need some kelp for a water elevator, so we can take some of that. And here we are back at our house with our 2 tridents and a ton of kelp. And now I just gotta gather up a little bit more resources for this farm. I think I want to make it primarily out of deep slate because I think that would look pretty cool, and we have a lot of it as well. We're gonna need some glass, and I think that's really it. We'll probably need some water as well. It's a pretty simple farm. It's just gonna take us a while to build, so let's head over to this outpost. So I've been calling this a totem farm, but I guess you could also call it like a raid farm. What we're gonna be doing is using this outpost here to get the pillager captains that have the banners on their heads, and then it will give us the bad omen effect, and then with that effect we can start a raid which will give us totems. It will give us emeralds as well as well as a ton of experience. This farm is going to be even better than our iron farm because that's manual experience, but this we can just AFK and it will give us a ton of experience. Also, there's a little goat over here. Hello. So the very first thing we need to do with this farm is find out where all of the pillagers spawn in this outpost. And I think the primary place these guys spawn is up here, like this guy. So let's just take it down these pillars here. And then we just gotta wait for some more pillagers to spawn, and when they spawn, we just gotta mark out where they spawn. Oh, and just like that, they spawned, as you can tell there. So we just gotta record where these guys spawned. I think it was right here on these 4 blocks. But to make sure that it was these 4 blocks here, we can just make like some walls here and then stand back again and wait for them to spawn. And yeah, as you can tell, they spawn right in the center there. So that is where they primarily spawn. By the way, this farm design is inspired by Silent Whisper's raid farms. I saw him make one of these farms like a long time ago, like a couple years back, and I made like one of my own versions of it in a realm, and that's the version I'm gonna be using of it. There's probably updated versions of it on his channel, but this is the one I'm gonna use. It's the one I'm familiar with, and I've changed some of it to make it work a little better. But yeah, now that we have the spawning platform here, we can just, I guess, mark it off for right now. This will be where they spawn, and eventually we're probably gonna take down this entire tower just so that this farm looks good. But for right now, we can just take down the top right here. And the roof is done. And now we can build up 35 blocks with glass right here. Oh yeah, we have a lot of pillagers now. And then I'm just gonna build up 35 blocks on all of these sides as well. And then this will just be a like a water elevator that goes up, so it's easier to get up to the top here. We can put some water going down here just like this. Now we can come to the bottom of the water stream here and put a dirt block here, and then we can just swim all the way up here and place kelp. And then we can break all that kelp. Oh wait, I forgot soul sand. 1 second. And then we can replace this dirt with soul sand, and yes, we should be brought all the way to the top. And now we can just build a quick little 4x4 platform like this. And we don't have a way down yet, but thankfully I have feather falling, so it's fine. Now the main part of this build is going to be even higher than that glass platform up there. It's going to be like way tall in the sky. And I'm thinking for this build, we're going to have a combination of smooth stone, and if we can make it polished deep slate, I think like these 2 blocks kind of go together. I'm not the greatest builder, but yeah, those 2 blocks kind of look good together. So we have a little base platform here. This is where all the pillagers are going to fall to be killed from the raid. So all we got to do now is make this tube 20-ish blocks tall, and then a platform with water on top with all the water flowing into the center. And then what's going to happen is the raid is going to spawn up there, and all of the pillagers and everything that spawns in a raid will fall down this tube, and they will give us a ton of great loot like totems and emeralds and like a ton of other good stuff. So let's get building. Okay, that actually looks pretty good, and most of like the building to the farm is done now. Next, I want to get rid of the rest of the tower here, and the only reasonable way to do it is by using TNT, right? And other than the big hole in the ground, it looks like there is nothing ever here. And with a couple finishing touches, the entire outpost is gone. This next part is probably going to be the most annoying part in this entire build. But if we build up 12 blocks and make ourselves a little platform right here, we need to get a villager up here. And as you can tell, villagers are annoying to move. All our villagers are all the way over there. We have to bring them all the way throughout this mountain and get them up here somehow. So this is probably gonna take some time. Yeah, I am not looking forward to this. Fortunately though, in between episodes, I did breed up another villager from over here. So we have a villager growing up right here. And I literally have no clue how long this is gonna take us. The outpost is all the way over there. And we have to go up a ton of mountains. So yeah, it's just gonna be so annoying. Well, it's taken me quite a long time, but we have the villager almost up to the place he needs to be. And that should do it, so let's build up here. Also, raids and like mobs won't spawn on leaves, so that's why I'm using leaves a lot in this build, so nothing spawns. And now he should have a bed, and he should sleep when it becomes nighttime, just like that. And then we can put a workstation right here like this, and he should pick up to that. He does, and then leaves on top of that. And if we break all of these blocks and then go to sleep and make it daytime, he should hopefully spawn in the middle of those leaves there. Yes, he does. And that should be all set up. We can place leaves on top of him. And then we just gotta clean up all this stuff. It took a lot of effort to put him up there. So now that we have probably the hardest part of this farm done, we can come back down here. And I'm pretty sure one of the last things we need to do is just make 2 separate trident killers for up there and for these pillagers here. And if you don't know what a trident killer is, let's just say it's probably one of the most OP things in Bedrock Edition with like that involves farms. And it's actually pretty simple to build as well. And we can start with this trident killer up here. Look, we can take out the bottom blocks like this. And then 4 pistons on each side here like so. And then we can put observers facing towards the pistons with redstone torches on these pistons. And if we power up this last one, it should make an entire circle. Yes, it does. If we quickly just craft up a lever and put it on this piston and then flick it down, it will stop the contraption though. The last thing we gotta do is throw our trident on a piston, and then we can flick this up, and then it should just stay in the middle like that. And then place some glass here, and yeah, as I said, the trident killer is pretty much done. It is super simple and very effective. When this piston is going, it makes the trident move around, and any mobs in there will get hurt by the trident. It is very cool. The trident won't despawn or anything. You can just keep it there forever. And since the player was the one that threw the trident, looting on a sword actually affects the loot. And since I have looting 3 on my sword, it will give me even more loot if I have the sword in my hand while the trident killer is going. And then we just have to do it with this pillager one here, and this one's a little different because we actually have to get the pillagers into the hole. So the way I'm gonna do this is if we grab a pumpkin right here and then just build up a little. I'll have to make this look a little better later, but if we build up like this, and it's kind of hard to see now, but if we build up an iron golem and spawn it, yes, it spawns. Please stay in the platform. So we have the iron golem in that box here, and then we'll make another box here for the trident killer. And then the last steps are to put 2 stairs like that, and then we can put some slabs on top of them so no mobs can spawn up here. So pretty much how this is gonna work is this is where the pillagers spawn. They will then see that the iron golem is there, but they cannot shoot it. They will run towards the iron golem, and since there's buttons here, they think these are real blocks and then fall in here, and this will be where the trident killer is. So we can quickly set up another trident killer here. And just to make this look a little better, we can add some like support beams here. I think that would look pretty cool. And another one over here, and then we can just attach them like that. And then we can add some ladders going up here, and then we can take a lever and put it on this piston, and we can finally get rid of that annoying noise. And that actually doesn't look too bad. I like how that looks. And then the last thing we gotta do is take our other trident and throw it in our other trident killer. And to test if the farm's working so far, we can come up here and wait to see if some pillagers spawn down there. And just like that, they do, and they run directly into the pit because of the iron golem. So we can come down here And then we can check if the trident killer works. And yes, it is working fine. That works awesome. I think I'm gonna take a break from working on the raid farm for a little bit though. I do have to clean up all of this stuff here. There's a lot of like dirt I have to clean up. And the other thing I want to do is make this area in front of our house look better. It's been like 4 episodes and this place looks very plain, so adding some like trees, just adding some trees and stuff would probably make it look better. So let's add a little pathway of coarse dirt and gravel here. We can add some stone and cobblestone slabs and walls in some of the places. Oh yes, I kind of like how this is looking so far. We can grab some bone blocks, some moss, and maybe a little bit more dirt. Where did you come from? We can add a couple of pumpkins on the hillside like this. Maybe some glowberries hanging down from the roof right here. A couple trees like right here. We can add a moss block and then bone meal that. Yes, and then that will give us a ton of greenery. We can take some of these trees as well and maybe grow them up as well. Yeah, I kind of like those trees. Those ones look cool. And then we can just add some bone meal and some mossy bone meal all over the place like this. Kind of just adding some more texture to it. I'm not the greatest at this stuff, but I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, you come out of your house and you see this. Yeah, I actually really like this. This is very cool. And with that out of the way now, we can trade up for some more golden carrots. And then we have one final thing to do on the raid farm before we can test it out, which is just adding a minecart with a hopper on top of a hopper under this top trident killer. And then making ourselves a storage system. And the farm is done now. We're ready to go. So first off, we can set this bottom trident killer. I don't think there's a flag guy in there, so we can set this. Yeah, as you can tell, they were trying to shoot the iron golem, but they just couldn't. And then we can come up to the top and put this one on as well. And then we just gotta wait for some pillagers to spawn down there. One of them needs to have a banner on it, and that one actually does. So when it dies from the trident killer, yes, it gives it to us and it starts a raid. Oh my goodness, this is happening very quickly, but hopefully it will work. The raid is about to start and they should all spawn up there. Yeah, nothing is spawning down there. We should, yes, it works. They're falling down. Oh my goodness, it actually works. Oh, you don't know how happy I am. So pretty much what happens is any guy with a banner that spawns here will run to the iron golem, but will get killed by the trident killer. Since I threw that trident, the game thinks that I killed that pillager, and then it will give us the effect. Since I'm so close to this villager here, a raid will start, and the only place for a raid to spawn is up on that water right there. And they will all be pushed into this middle here. We're on hard mode, which it will take a little bit longer because it just gives us a whole bunch more rounds in a raid. But that's completely fine because that just means more totems. Okay, I gotta turn down the tridents for a second. That hurts my brain. Oh my goodness. And there was our first raid. We got a ton of levels as well. I didn't actually see how much levels, but this is really good for levels as well. I don't think I was holding up my looting 3 sword. I completely forgot to do that. But we can check our first couple pieces of loot. And oh wow, yeah, we already have 4 totems from just one raid. That took what, like 10 minutes, 5 minutes maybe? Some enchantment books like Impaling 5 and Sharpness 4. Oh wait, I actually need that book, wait. And then a whole bunch of like useless armor and like potions and bows and stuff. But like all of this is technically useful. After every like couple of hours or so of like AFK in this farm, I'm probably just gonna have to clear out all of these like axes and iron armor and stuff. And lava literally cannot touch us anymore. We're just too overpowered. And as you can tell by my levels, I've been AFKing at the raid farm for about an hour and it's been working pretty well. Nothing has broken yet, which is awesome. But now that we have unlimited totems and can't really die, I think it's time to go get some netherite. We're like about to end episode 4 and we still haven't gotten a single piece of netherite yet. I can't believe this has happened. And pretty much the best way to get ancient debris in the nether is through bed mining. It's a little dangerous, but since we have totems now, we literally cannot die. And fortunately, last episode we made a wool farm next to our iron farm and we should have some wool Oh yeah, we have 2 chests full of white wool. That's a lot of wool. Okay, we can grab up a little bit of wood as well, so we can craft up some beds. 10, yeah, we'll just start with 10 for this episode. We don't have much time left, so we'll try and go for like a netherite ingot. I think that would work. And then we can hop into the nether and mine down till I think it's Y15. I think that's the layer. I kind of forget, but I think that's the best to get ancient debris at. And here we are, so we can mine out a little bit, and then this is pretty simple. We just place down a bed and then blow it up, and then we see if there's any ancient debris anywhere. Oh, and there is our first piece. And is there any more? Oh, yes, there is. Okay, so we can now officially make our first netherite ingot. We still have 4 beds left, so I think I'm just gonna go and use these all up. And if we can get some more ancient debris, that would be awesome. And we are coming out of the nether with 8 ancient debris, which is just enough for 2 netherite ingots. And so we can start smelting all of these. And while that happens, I think what I want to do is grab myself a bow. And hopefully this Unbreaking 3. I really need power 4 on this bow. And it was just Unbreaking 3. We do have 56 levels though, so we should be good to waste a couple. Unbreaking power 4, there it is. Okay, that took like, what, like 10 levels, but we got it. And then with this new bow, we can put it with our old bow. And that will give us Unbreaking 3, Flame 1, Power 5, Infinity 1, and Punch 1 bow, which is probably one of the best bows we can get. And then also we can use this Sharpness 4 book that we got from the raid farm to put on our diamond sword, and then that will fully max out our diamond sword as well. And then we can grab 8 pieces of gold and this 8 netherite scrap, and then if we get a crafting table, we can put both of them together to get our first 2 netherite ingots. Oh my goodness. And then I think we can upgrade our diamond sword to make a netherite sword and our diamond pickaxe to make a netherite pickaxe. But yeah, I think that's actually gonna be all for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you did all enjoy. I'm so glad we got this farm done. We now have so many totems and like unlimited emeralds and stuff. If you did enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We're now on the road to 30,000 subscribers, which is just mind-blowing. Next episode, I think we're gonna be getting unlimited resources, but I think that's gonna be all for right now. Have an awesome rest of your day, and goodbye.